25 December 1939. Captain Lieutenant Kruger, commanding U-48. Today is Christmas, but duty finds my crew and I confined inside a metal tube, floating beside a dock in port, loading cargo and preparing for our next assignment. A few of my officers were able to spend some time in town last night, which should boost their morale somewhat. And I managed to find a potted tree, which I took and placed in the control room. Lieutenant Preen was able to find a few ornaments. So now we have a bit of home and holiday to accompany us. It's not much, but it will help. Other than that, we continue to load supplies and weapons onto the boat as quickly as possible for an early morning departure. Apparently, our reconnaissance has determined that targets of opportunity are stationed near the English port of Scapa Flow, one of the most heavily defended installations of the British Navy. We are to approach the port while avoiding patrols, find the largest target at anchor, destroy it, and make our escape. Yes, it is a dangerous assignment, but BDU believes that if we are able to sink a prominent British warship, it will be a signal that there will be no safe place to hide from our U-boats. So, after completing our replenishment, we put to sea at 0730 hours. Destination, the Lion's Den. We are about 183 kilometers north of Rotterdam, and it's about 5 p.m., 1700 hours, and I thought I would do a hydrophone check. I don't see anything on the surface. Periscope depth, and we'll slow down a little bit. Here's our location right now, right here. We're going to do a hydrophone check, see if there's anything around that we can perhaps go after before we go up to Scapa Flow, which is right here. We're going to patrol along the English coast and see what we could take out before we get up here. Okay, we just started our hydrophone check, and we did discover, it says a tiny group, probably one. Propeller noise not that far away, so which way are they moving? It looks like they're coming... Wait. They're moving away from us. So let's see if we can track them down. We'll put a course right over here. Let's bring it over here. Full speed. Come back up to decks awash. And let's catch this ship. Okay, there she is, it looks like. Oh, and it's a freighter. I can't tell. That looks red to me. It could be either Norwegian or British. I'm hoping it's British, so we could just sink her outright. If it's Norwegian, we may stop her. We'll see. It is nighttime, and it is... Yeah, it's right after midnight. She's not that far away. Go down back to periscope depth, and we'll show you where she is. Preen should pick her up pretty quickly. Okay, this is her position here. She's... looks like about 8 kilometers distant. We will continue closing. Well, she's definitely Norwegian. So, which I figured she probably was, as she was heading in that direction, back to Norway, so we'll pull up alongside her, stop her, and see what she's carrying. Alright, let's send a delegation. Freighter's unarmed, seems not to be escorted, and flies a neutral flag. Delegation, you know what we're going to do? Let's send Kraus. And we're going to give him the rifle that we picked up earlier, just in case we run into any trouble. And let's see, let's send Heinrich, I guess, this time, and maybe, who else wants to go? Hochman? Steinman? Bauer, he hasn't been. Let's go see what's on that ship now. Okay, crew climbs aboard. Sounds like somebody's doing some welding. Crew climbs aboard the deck with some help. Captain, he tries to communicate in English and doesn't speak German too well. Sadly, it turns out to be quite problematic, but that's okay. We'll ask him for his ship documents. And he says he's looking a bit nervous. We analyze the documents. Can't decipher much from the documents, though, since they are written in English. You only managed to spot some reference about Port of Bergen. So that's probably where they're being headed. Well, we knew that. If it says if our interpretation is correct, the ship is not involved in war. Well, we kind of figured that since they were headed back to Norway anyway. So we could search the cargo hold, though. Why don't we do that and see if we can find anything in here. Captain confirms that you can have a look if that's needed. He invites you to follow him for a short walk. I bet the cargo hold's kind of empty. Okay, regarding the search, nothing suspicious was found. Officer looked at some of the cargo, but haven't found anything unusual. Alright, let's go ahead and return to the ship and be on our way. We did get a little experience for that, so it was, I guess, worth doing. Alright, we'll continue to the British coast. We'll probably go about right here and then start heading north. Alright, Bauer, let's put Bauer back on the engines. And Preen, yeah, you can stay in bed. Steinman, radio. Hochman is on navigation. Okay, we're making good progress up the British coast. Nothing to investigate so far, but we did get a message from U-322. So let's take a look. Smoke cloud spotted at Naval Square AN-577. Where is AN-577? AN-577 is way back here. So we're not going to go back to go find that one. Let's just continue on our patrol. And we're just kind of, like I said, making our way up the coast. We'll probably do another hydrophone check here and probably here. Okay, we did find something, looks like, and it's in the direction we were just came from. If they're moving south, we probably will not follow. Which way are they going? It's hard to tell. They are headed north. Well, northwest, up the coast, which is nice. So maybe we'll go intercept. Let's move in this direction and go see what this is. Let's bring it back up to periscope depth and make our way over there. We want to get there first and set up maybe a trap. What a quaint little British town. So we're on the British coast and we're waiting for this fleet. Where are they? I saw them just a little while ago. There they are. So they should be approaching pretty quickly. We have 1, 2, 3 in this one. And there should be another one approaching from this side. Ah, there they are. Right there. Looks like maybe 2 or 3 vessels from the south and 3 or 4 or so from the north. And I'm pretty sure this is my position here. How far are we from the coast? We're pretty close. You know, 7 kilometers or so. I could probably maybe move in just a little bit. Okay, the ones towards the south, those are 3 warships, looks like. Yeah, don't really need to mess with them. And I believe the ones to the north are warships too. That's what it looks like to me, although I can't see them completely. But those look like warships to me. And they're headed straight for me. So we're going to turn around and get the hell out of here. Let's go ahead and move this to blue lighting. And we're probably going to... What's the depth here? About 75. Let's go down to about 40 meters. And make our escape. Okay, another message. This one from U1014. And it looks like, Steinman, you need to go to the radio room. Let's hear what they have to say. Convoy Naval Square AN-185. AN-185. Alright, this one is quite a ways to the north. What direction were they headed? Course 48 degrees 7 knots. So that's towards Norway. Not interested, and it's a little too far away anyway. Let's just continue to leave this area. Those 2 groups, destroyer groups or escort groups, I think they're mostly corvettes, but I did see some destroyers. They're right about here. They didn't spot me, and I don't think they heard me, so we made a good getaway. Let's just continue up the coast, and we'll do another hydrophone check here, maybe another one here before we move in. Okay, we're at our second position here, doing the hydrophone check, and there's another group here. It's probably a coastal patrol group with a bunch of corvettes. Most likely we do have another communication. Let's see. Okay, merchant ship heard in Naval Square AN-187 or nearby. Hydrophone operator reports slow speed, northeastern course. Whoa, that was weird. Carrying on with other orders. We're not going to go after that one either. Northeastern course. We'll continue again to probably another patrol group. Convoy? Not likely. What direction are they headed? So, looks like they're headed to one of these ports, perhaps. Don't know. Well, this one anyway. Let's continue. Come back up to decks awash and full speed. Alright, we're about 60 or so kilometers east of the Eastern Passage to Scapa Flow, and I'm just taking a look around. We're going to do a hydrophone check, another one, but we're going to wait until night before we make our approach, because there are tons of, probably tons of English warships in there, so yeah, we're gonna wait till night. Let's go ahead and go down and do one last hydrophone check. Let's get down to 8. Okay, and then we can probably go down to, well, 80 meters. Let's go down to 40. And get Steinman on the hydrophone. There may or may not be something out here. We'll see. You know, something for us to go after while we're waiting. But it doesn't look like it. No, I'm not hearing anything. Okay. So we'll approach to probably within, let's see, 30, maybe 30 kilometers, somewhere right here, and then wait till dark. Okay, here's our current position. We're about, I think actually we're a little closer. Yeah, we're about 18 kilometers. It's a little after 6 p.m. We're going to go ahead and start making our way this way slowly. Maybe a little faster than that. And we're going to stay at decks awash until we get pretty close, and then we're going to move into, go down to periscope depth. Okay, we're getting close. We're starting to see the first ships in anchorage. And most of them that I'm seeing are, well, that looks like a destroyer or maybe a cruiser. But we're seeing some larger ships here. Plus what looks like corvettes. I don't see large like capital ships though, not yet. But there's a lot of them here. So we're going to have to be careful. We've already hit a submarine net. It didn't do anything to our boat. We went pretty much right over it. I mean, we barely skimmed it. So no damage, no big deal. We're going to continue to close. It says we need to get, what, close to the main anchorage area? I'm not sure how close. What I'm thinking about doing, though, is coming over here, taking a look and seeing what's over here to see if we could use this as an escape route. I think that would be nice. So we'll probably move over here and then turn and then come back in, depending on what we see. Okay, we're a little closer. I'm thinking we can probably slip through if we travel to the southeast, southwest. There's the coast of the southern island. This is the anchorage in the north area. This is what we're looking at here. So I'm thinking we could probably slip through here to leave. Maybe, we'll see. But, wow, there's lots and lots of warships here. But nothing large. Ooh, what's that? Okay. That's pretty large. That might be a battleship. That's probably what we're supposed to sink, because that's in the area where we're supposed to travel and get close to. But again, I want to try and make my way out this way. I'm gonna see if we can do that. I think that's the vessel that's close to us right now. This one here. So I'm pretty satisfied with this. Let's go ahead and turn. I'm going to turn this way. and then make my way back like this. Okay, we just went to alarm condition, and I'm sure it's because this is what we're supposed to sink. Looks like a battleship, but I don't see anything around it that, well, there's a destroyer there, a warship there, but I don't really see anything else. See if there's anything behind us. Doesn't look like it. Maybe we could slip out the way we came. I didn't see any warships over there. But that's definitely... I'm pretty sure that's what we're... Yep, that's our target. Okay, so we're going to keep closing. We're at speed 1. And we're at periscope depth. We're going to probably... How far are we? We're probably going to get about 5 kilometers away. Our torpedoes... we're almost there. Our torpedoes have a distance of about 5,000... I'm sorry, about 5 kilometers. So probably attack from this position here. So we'll head up here and get a solution and see if we can sink it. It says sink the Royal Oak. I'm going to see if I can identify. It is a battleship. Looks like a Nelson. Yeah. Nelson class Royal Oak. Alright, we'll close in. Okay, there she is. We're at roughly 90 degrees from her. And we're going to fire 4 torpedoes at her and then get the hell out of here. Let's see. Okay, we got a ship here, warship here. They look like they're lined up over this way, over here. I don't see anything the way we came, so we're going to turn and go that way. Alright, I'm going to draw a line through her and see if I can roughly get the angle off the bow of our U-boat. I think that looks close. Something like that. That's kind of the direction she's pointed at. Protractor. Alright, looks like she's about 99 degrees. We haven't really warmed up any of the torpedoes, so I'm going to take my time here. Let's get Heinrich to start warming these up. And we're going to warm up all 4. Alright, all tubes warmed up. Let's flood all 4. And let's get this loaded in the TDC. Speed 0. She's approximately 4,100 meters away. So we'll put this right about here. And 90, we are 99 degrees to her starboard. So we'll just set this at 100. And we are going to do a dispersion, probably something like 10 meters. Let's do 15. If I can get it to 15. 16 is good. Depth, since this thing is in the water a little bit more, we'll go 2 meters. Let's do 2 meters. 30 knots is fine. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Double check everything. 0, 4,000 meters, 100 degrees to starboard. Torpedoes are on the way, and I think it's time to get the hell out of here. They look really good. They're tracking well. Let's turn this up to 5 and turn, and we'll stay at periscope depth. We just want to get as much speed as possible. When these things hit, and then they start coming over, we'll slow down. But for now, we want to get as much distance and early start as possible. Alright, there she is. She's capsizing. Got her really good. 4 good hits on her, and let's see who's coming after us. Oh, that one's pretty close. And now we have to escape. Okay, we do have some heading in our direction. So let's actually, they're actually here. Let's get Steinman or Preen in the listening. Oops, on the listening in the listening room, and maybe you can tell us how close these ships are, and then we'll probably slow down. Yeah, here we go. Let's stop. Actually, let's go. Let's switch over to electric motors, and then forward 1. And are we at blue lighting? I believe we are. Let's have someone turn off the gyrocompass. And I think that's about as best we can do for now. Let's see if we can get out of here. Alright, either we have moved away from them some, or they have turned around, but there was a swarm of them in the position that I had occupied, and I thought for sure they were going to get me. I'm down to about 15 meters. The water here isn't very deep. It's about 23. I'm going to bring it back up to periscope depth. That's too dangerous right there. And maybe I'll take a look and see. We're at periscope depth? Not quite. Almost. and look around. But so I mean, there must have been 15 ships over here, and then they kind of peeled off and left. Let's take a look for what we see. Oh yeah, they're swarming the area that I was in. One, two, three, 4, 5. But it looks like we made our escape. Let's look in front of us. Yeah, there's nothing in front of us. It looks clear. Yeah, it's looking good. I think we can make our way that way. There is that submarine net we're going to have to, anti-submarine net we're going to have to cross over, but we'll just surface to get over that like we did before. Well, we've made it over the anti-submarine net, barely. It did catch us once, but we managed to get over it. And I had Heinrich start loading the tubes again. We don't know if we're going to need them, but it'd be safe, better safe than sorry. So we got him started on tube 1. We're going to load them all. We're at decks awash. We don't have anybody chasing us as of now. So that looks good. Let's have somebody turn on the pump and get this water out of here. And let's take a look at the map. Here's where we are now. We're at speed 2. After Heinrich is done loading the tubes, he'll get back on the engines. I don't need him there now. We do want to move rather slowly through here, and then I think maybe we'll, once we get through here, we will travel down the North Sea, see if we could find another ship to sink. Maybe a couple in a convoy, we'll see, don't know. But it looks like we did it. We got past their defenses, and we sank a British battleship in their harbor. That will be something really great to celebrate once we get back. Well, the situation right now is we are stopped. We are at about 30 meters. That's about as deep as we could go here. We're waiting for some warships to pass over us. They caught us. They didn't really catch us, but they were coming up from the south, about 3 of them. And I decided it'd be better just to, because they're moving pretty fast. I don't think they're hunting for anybody. I think they're just moving. They're just traveling through the area. I thought it'd be best to go down a little bit and turn off the engines and just sit here. This is what we're seeing right here. And we're just waiting. I think as soon as they're gone, we could leave. There's a lot of local patrols here. There's also some other possible contacts out here that we might look at. I'm sure this is probably, I don't know if that could be a convoy, we'll see, but again, we just need to wait for these to pass. Okay, they circled around a bit. They came up to about right here, circled for a little bit, and then left. So we're going to give it a little bit more time, and then we'll be underway. Okay, it looks like we made it out. We don't have anything on the map, and I did a hydrophone check just a little bit ago. All those ships that were here, they're all gone. I think they were coastal patrol looking for us, and as soon as it told us mission complete, they all disappeared. So I will continue, probably stay a little bit farther away from the coast there, and just make my way down through the North Sea. See if we could pick up anything. If not, that's fine. As we make our way back. And let's get Steinman. Hop on over to the radio room, send out these transmissions. One of them's worth quite a bit. That we sunk the Royal Oak. Not that we need the money. Oh, did I thought I put Steinman in the radio room. I guess not. Alright, 140,000 in the budget. What do we have here? New communications. Oh, this was from the Royal Oak when we hit it. Well, she's not transmitting anymore. I think it's perpetually dark in our port now. Pretty much day and night now. New decoration for Conrad Kruger, Knight's Cross. Very respectable decoration, granted for exceptional acts of bravery. Okay. He also received the Knight's Cross with oak leaves. Does that mean he got it twice? I think so. Points gained towards the next decoration, which is the oak leaves and cross swords. We only sank one ship on this, but it was a big one. Nobody else got any experience? Everybody got the bullseye skill, though. Not everybody, just the leaders. Alright, great job, Skipper. Your mission to infiltrate Scapa flow and sink a recognizable Royal Navy ship was a huge success. Your stealth and cunning as a U-boat captain allowed you to slip past the heavily defended base. You know what was interesting is when I went in, the thing that really gave me the most trouble was the submarine net. But once I slipped in and ran up the coast on the east side there were no ships over there. So that's their fault for leaving that undefended. Oh, we got another officer. Looks like he's an engineer. Wilhelm Pfeiffer. We have plenty of officers now. Excellent. Experience to go around. We got 2 levels ups. We have Kruger and Kraus both leveled up. So let's go look at Kruger. His skills. Here's the bullseye skill. This experience has made his officer push. What experience is it? Oh, the sinking of the. Okay, the sinking of the battleship, I guess. This experience has made this officer push himself harder and harder during training exercises. He is 15% faster at computing torpedo courses at enemy vessels. And if the periscope or Uzo is used manually, it's additionally stabilized. Nice. So all my leaders got that skill. I looked this over. I'm going to give him supporter. I think I want all of my officers to have that. Seems pretty important. When stress on board rises to 100% for the first time. I don't think that's happened, but I'm going to give that to him. And then let's go take a look at Kraus. I mean, of all the skills I saw, I thought that one was Probably, I'm going to give that to him also. Okay, well, again, we sank the... What was it? The name of the ship? The Royal Oak. The Royal Oak. Alright, I think that's it for this one. When we return, of course, we will reprovision the boat, get it ready, get all of our supplies, get a new assignment, and go take care of that assignment. Thanks for joining me on this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again next time.